It wasn't even 5 minutes later, I felt something hit my hand. And I'm here because of it.
An 84-year-old Army veteran lies paralyzed on his bathroom floor for 16 hours. His phone is 5 feet away. He can't move, can't reach it. No one knows he's there. And then his cat does something that defies everything we know about feline behavior. This is Ron Williams, and he's dying. His arm is pinned beneath him. Every hour that passes, his chances drop. It's now midnight. 16 hours since he fell getting out of the shower. 16 hours alone, except for one witness, a cat named Fluffy. In the next 8 minutes, you'll see this cat do something so intelligent, so perfectly calculated that scientists would struggle to explain it. This isn't instinct. This is problem solving that most animals simply cannot do. And it all started 4 months earlier, when Ron had no idea he was adopting his future savior. When a friend first brought Fluffy to Ron's door, the 84-year-old veteran wasn't looking for Hero, he was looking for company.
Him and I just fell in love with him.
Fluffy, a male cat with an unassuming name, moved in immediately. But here's what makes this story extraordinary. Ron did something most pet owners never do. He narrated his entire life to this cat. Every phone call, every action, a running commentary.
The phone would ring, and I'd say, ring-a-ding, ring-a-ding, and I didn't know he'd pick up on it.
Ron would pick up the phone and say those words, put down the phone, ring-da-ding. Show Fluffy the device, ring-da-ding. Most people would call this quirky, cute even, just an old man talking to his cat. But Ron was doing something profound without realizing it. He was building a language, creating an association in Fluffy's brain between a sound, ring-da-ding, and an object, the phone. Cats can learn approximately 25 to 50 distinct commands or word associations. Dogs get more credit for this, but felines, they're watching, listening, mapping patterns between human sounds and objects in their environment. Ron Williams was accidentally training Fluffy for the worst day of his life. It's 8 a.m. on an ordinary morning. Ron steps out of the shower. One moment he's standing, the next he's down, hard. His arm pins beneath him. He can't push up, can't roll. The bathroom floor, cold, unforgiving, becomes a trap. And here's the cruel twist. His life alert device, the one thing designed for exactly this emergency, is in the other room, charging. But the phone, his cell phone, is right there on the bathroom counter, 5 feet away. It might as well be 5 miles.
And under me, and the hours kept going by.
Ron recalls. 1 hour passes, 2, 4, 8. This is where the human body starts making terrible calculations. An 84-year-old man on a hard floor, blood flow restricted, dehydration setting in, muscles seizing. Every hour increases the risk of rhabdomyolysis, where compressed muscles start breaking down and releasing toxins into the bloodstream. By hour 12, Ron is in the danger zone, but he's not alone. Fluffy stays with him the entire time. Now here's what's remarkable about this. Cats are not naturally caregiving animals like dogs. When dogs sense distress, they often bark, fetch help, create noise. Cats? They typically observe, wait. They're not wired for rescue missions. But Fluffy doesn't leave. He circles Ron, watches, and you can almost see the gears turning in that feline brain. Midnight arrives. 16 hours on the floor. Ron Williams makes a decision born of pure desperation. He's out of options, out of time, so he turns to the only other living being in the room and says the 2 words that might, just might, mean something.
I said, Fluffy, ring-a-ding, Fluffy. And I says, you're my only hope, and he was.
Watch what happens next.
It wasn't even 5 minutes later, I felt something hit my hand.
Ron says, something solid, rectangular, cool plastic against his palm. His phone. Fluffy had jumped onto the counter, 5 feet high, grabbed the phone in his mouth, and dropped it directly into Ron's hand. Let's break down what just happened, because this isn't cute. This is cognitive problem solving that defies what we understand about feline intelligence. First, Fluffy heard ring-a-ding and connected it to the phone. That's word-object association, impressive, but not unprecedented. Second, he understood Ron needed the phone. That requires recognizing human distress and linking it to a solution. That's theory of mind, understanding that another being has needs different from their own. And third, he executed a plan. Jump, grab, deliver. That's multi-step problem solving under stress. Dogs do this, primates do this, dolphins do this. But cats? Cats are typically considered more aloof and less socially responsive than dogs, but cases like Fluffy's are forcing scientists to reconsider. Some cats form such deep bonds with their humans that they exhibit helping behaviors previously thought impossible for the species. Ron calls 911. Paramedics arrive, and when they hear the story, they don't believe it at first. An 84-year-old man saved by a cat who understood a two-word command in a crisis? But the evidence is lying right there in Ron's hand. The phone, delivered by Fluffy. The medical team checks Ron over. 16 hours on a bathroom floor should have caused serious damage. Kidney problems, blood clots, severe dehydration at minimum. Minor bumps, minor bruises. That's it.
We live it a million times, and what if he wouldn't have been in there with me? I'd be dead today.
Today, Ron Williams and Fluffy are inseparable.
He'll never be away from me until the day I die. He's my hero, and he always will be.
But here's what this story reveals about the hidden intelligence of cats and the power of the bonds we build without even realizing it. Every time Ron said ring-a-ding, he thought he was just being a quirky old guy talking to his pet. He had no idea he was building a lifeline, creating a vocabulary that would one day save his life. We underestimate cats constantly. We call them aloof, independent, uncaring. But research is starting to show that cats bond just as deeply as dogs. They just show it differently. They're watching us, learning our patterns, mapping our routines, and in rare cases, like Fluffy, they're capable of acts that look a lot like love. Scientists call this socially referential behavior, when an animal modifies their actions based on understanding another being's needs. It's sophisticated, it's empathetic, and it's exactly what Fluffy did when he heard those two desperate words from Ron. I relive it a million times, Ron admits. That moment when something hit his hand in the darkness, the impossible rescue, the cat who understood. 4 months of ring-a-ding saved 16 hours of dying. This isn't just a feel-good story about a pet. This is a window into animal cognition we're only beginning to understand. Fluffy didn't act on instinct. He acted on comprehension. He heard a command, recognized a crisis, and solved a problem. And an 84-year-old Army veteran who survived war, who survived 8 decades of life's challenges, survived his most dangerous day because a friend once brought him a cat named Fluffy. If this story moved you, here's what you need to know. The bonds we create with animals run deeper than we imagine. Every word we speak to them, every routine we share, builds a language they understand far better than we give them credit for. Ron Williams learned that language saves lives. And Fluffy? He's proof that heroes come in the most unexpected forms. Sometimes with 4 paws, whiskers, and a name that couldn't be less heroic. But make no mistake, on that bathroom floor, in the darkest hours, Fluffy was everything Ron needed him to be. His companion, his hope,